Hey folks, James Bassar here. Just figured while I'm doing this, I had so much trouble, I'll show you a how-to video. This is a 2017 Tahoe, fully loaded, but it won't change its own tire. Back behind here, it's that little jack symbol. The jack's down in here. There's going to be a wing nut there. It's going to hold your jack and some wheel chucks too, so you can chuck your wheels before you start. That way it don't roll back on you.
A pocket knife or some kind of multi-device, because when you go to get that sucker off, you're going to need it.
You open that sucker up, get your key in it, turn it clockwise and pull it out. Take your bottle jack. There's a point where the frame comes together up there, and you put your bottle jack on it, and you take your crank to crank it up. Now you see that sucker is like extended. Tire was flat. I got him loose, got him started before I started jacking it up. And luckily my pop taught me that, because I know once you get that sucker on there, see how it's going to turn? It ain't going to let you turn it off. So you pull that tire off and put the new one on, and then it's just in reverse sequence. You want to tighten your lug nuts as tight as possible using a star pattern going across from each other to tighten it up. Now, put your lug on there. Alright, you're down so the tire don't move, but you didn't get a chance to tighten them up real good, because that tire will spin while it's in the air. And once it's made contact, it isn't going to spin anymore. So once you get all them done, you come back here, and it's the same process but in reverse. I got the cable all the way down as far as it'll go. And what I did to give me a little extra room, you put this end up on a jack stand.
When you go to put your cable back through the rim, put your cable through first, then separately put the spring through that hole, and then finally, by itself, you're going to turn the bracket sideways and put it through the rim. We took that off. You're going to use this end, not this end, not this end. Where are you? Not this end. But where these two connect together, you're going to use that end. Shove that baby up in there, it'll catch and give you the tool. That's the tool you use to crank it down and crank it up.
If your wheel chucks, it was up in here. If your wheel chucks have rolled back and you can't get the chuck out, go ahead and pull it forward a half inch or whatever, it'll free your chuck up. And how do you know you got a flat? Well, all of a sudden it feels like you're going down a gravel road. Alright, here's one last design trick. See this little hook here? It can only go on one way. See how it's bent? You want to get it on there so it's as close to the base as possible. That way when you go to stick it through the hole and get your wing nut on, it'll actually work. Then you can slide it back down in that hole and turn this wheel, tighten it up.
You see how that jack sits down in there? And that yellow knob, that's jammed itself in there. I extended the jack far enough that it ain't moving. Hopefully that helps you out if you're ever stuck on the side of the road.
And the very last tidbit of information. If you want to, keep a jug of water. I always keep a jug of water in my truck just in case I'm thirsty. Jug of water, and with my art supplies I carry a paper towel, so clean hands.
When you get back in your vehicle, wow, like I'm in an oven or something. So when you get back in your vehicle, your gauges are going to read that tire got 0 pressure in it. It doesn't have a sensor in it, so it isn't going to read the air pressure. But you might want to go home anyhow. Not me, I'm going to go pay.